We're going to do a real short comparison on the stock pipes versus Two Brothers pipes on the Yamaha FJR1300. This is a 2011 model, but they're all going to be very similar in sound and installation. Okay, now let's take a break while I swap the pipes. We're on the left side of the bike. You've got only 2 bolts on each side you have to undo. This one is a T50, except on the other side of my bike it was a 14 millimeter. It had been replaced. The one down here is a 12 millimeter, and that's all you need to drop this pipe. So put the appropriate tool on there and break this side loose and back it all the way out. It has a capture mechanism on the back, so that nut is going to stay with this with the old OEM pipe. Then on the forward bolt, get down under here and remove this 12 millimeter right there. Once you have that top bolt removed and this 12 millimeter removed down here, your entire pipe is unbolted and you're ready to remove it. And there we go. So both ends are unbolted. And I'm going to grab this pipe and I'm going to twist it, rotate a little bit, and pull back. Unfortunately, I can't do that and hold the phone and do that with 2 hands, so take my word for it, it's pretty easy. And the pipe is off, and it would sound pretty cool like this with no muffler at all, but we're not going to start it. That's okay. Time for the new one to go on. I'm putting on a Two Brothers pair of slip-ons that I picked up on eBay. I got a pretty good deal on them. And there's a collar that's got to go on here first. If you don't put the collar on first, you'll end up taking this back off to slip this collar on. So just slide it up on there, and now it's out of the way, and everything else can go on after the pipe's in place. So we're going to take the pipe and just attach it right there. Slide it on. It goes on at a strange angle because I've got the bottom pivoted out, and just work it on like that. Now it's ready to go. Now we're ready to work on the top half. And here's the loop that holds the top half. We're going to slide it on the end just like that. The important thing to notice is that this back tab does not go behind the passenger foot peg rest. It goes in front. If you put it on behind that, you're going to find you have way too much slack in the system, and this loop is going to be very big as it fits on your pipe. So it's up and in with both metal tabs on the front. We're going to put a nut on the back and tighten it down. This is a 14 millimeter. Put the nut on the back of the retaining bolt. Thread that sucker all the way on, and we'll tighten that down. Put a wrench on the back to keep that nut from turning, and tighten the front. Slide this clamp forward until it's down where it should be, and then tighten the bottom up. I rotated that clamp around just a little bit to make it easier to get to, and we're going to tighten that up until it's very, very snug, real tight. On the right side, repeat, same 2 bolts, same 2 clamps, no center stand in the way, pipe's a little bit lighter. This is about a 30-minute exercise once you've got the tools and the parts out. Well, it could be 15 minutes if you know what you're doing. And now we'll start it up with the Two Brothers pipes on and see if we can tell the difference. A lot of times, internet videos are very, very difficult to hear the difference. In this case, we'll see how it turns out when I process this video, but there's a huge difference. Before, I could hear the engine of the bike unless I got directly behind the exhaust pipe. As soon as you start this bike up, you know the pipes have been changed, and it's not abusively loud, but you'll be able to hear the engine while you're riding with other riders. You won't get it lost in the engine whine. So I think this is a really good project. I picked these up for 200 plus shipping on eBay used. Great opportunity. There's some Delcovic pipes out there for I think under 400, and slip-ons, like I said, about half an hour. a handful of tools, and it's an easy swap.